Welcome back to the channel. It's Chad and Doug here with Sinister RC, and we're out the lake playing, and we're playing with the Blackjack boat. And this is Doug's favorite boat. I've tried to trade it out of him a few times and he just won't let me have it. It is a sharp looking boat. It's a big wide hull catamaran style boat. And we're going to let Doug take over and explain it.
Okay guys, this is the Blackjack 24-inch hull catamaran style. It has a brushless 2000 kV 4-pole water-cooled motor, 20 amp dynamite ESC. They do make upgrades, but I'm just pretty much running this boat stock. You can run this either on a 5000 milliamp 2S or a 5000 milliamp 3S. Word of caution with the 3S though, remember you only have 30 amp ESC, so it can get pretty warm and you can overheat that ESC. There's tricks and stuff you could do, but I just like running it stock myself. Spectrum receiver here, which is everything's already installed, so there's nothing else you have to do to the boat. Stock plastic rudder, stock plastic strut, or excuse me, aluminum strut, which is fully adjustable. Aluminum stab for your rudder and your aluminum rudder here. And on this particular boat right here, I don't know if you can see it that well, if you can get that on camera, check, is your water pickup. I'll get my finger out of the way. That little slit there is your water pickup. Comes up through the boat, goes through the ESC, through the motor, then back out the side here. And guys, word of caution, always check this before you go wide open. When you get your boat out in the water, make sure water is coming out of this, otherwise easily overheat your electronics. You do not want to do that, have a dead boat out on the water. Another thing I highly recommend, get yourself a pool noodle. And you can see this pink in here, that's from pool noodles. So if this boat does flip, at least it'll stay floating. Or if you have any other problems, like hit a rock or stick or something, and you crack your hull, at least it'll stay floating so you can recover your boat. But this is a great boat. It's not very fast, even with the 3S, it's not super fast, but you want a good, fun catamaran, this is the one I recommend. It's great because it's beginner friendly, dual rated transmitter, so you can crank it up to really get blasting, or turn it down and you can just putter around the lake with it. It's a fun boat. Well, anyways guys, let's go through setup here. Grab the battery. I use Gems 5000 milliamp. These are 50C here. This is the batteries I use for it. It doesn't come with batteries, so you have to buy your battery separately, and there's tons of different companies that make great batteries for this boat. EC3 connector, so it's pretty easy, and it's just a matter of unstrap your straps here. There's two, if I could get it opened up, and it just slides right into place here. Whoops, slide into place. And I like to push the battery all the way forward. The reason why is it'll kind of keep the nose heavy, so if you do have a lot of chop, it's not so bouncy in the water. Make sure you strap it down good. You don't want this thing bouncing around. Unfortunately, the straps, I wish they didn't make them so long, but that's part of the game. Let me get the controller here. Here's your controller. Standard Spectrum STX2 controller. You have your reverse for your throttle, reverse for your steering, throttle trim, steering trim, and then your rates for your throttle and your steering trim rate. I turn it down because you could easily, guys, you're going full throttle with a little bit of chop, and you crank this too much, it will flip. So be careful, turn it down. And when you're cornering with the catamaran, slow down. And then right here's the on-off switch. Other nice feature I like, have somebody that's not used to running boats, right here is your throttle limit. Yeah, 50, 75, and 100. Of course, 50 being only 50% power, 75 only 75, and then full speed. And we're going to definitely run this bad boy at full throttle. Give you a show. Set that down. Oh, I forgot to turn it on. Plug the battery in right here. Pretty simple. And then your on-off switch. Now this boat will beep afterwards. Whoops, wrong way. I don't know if you heard that or not.
Yeah, there's the light.
Yep. But for each battery, if you're running a 2S, after you turn it on, the light will turn it on. It'll beep twice. Then you'll get a solid beep to tell you that the boat is armed. It's ready to go. On 3S, it'll beep 3 times to show you that it recognizes the 3S battery. Let's do a double take. Make sure everything's working, which it is. There's your rudder.
Oh, yeah.
And then don't do this too much on dry land, but just to double check, everything is working. This is a cable drive system, which I kind of like them because they're a little bit easier on the motor. Drawback to a cable drive, guys, is don't run in reverse because you can actually unwind that cable. That's the only drawback to that. And most racing boats, they're not running in reverse anyway.
Yeah.
So.
You're just going forward as fast as possible.
Yep, but dual pins for the hatch, which they're not the best, but they're better than nothing. And then the hatch also screws down, which is a great feature.
Right back into these inserts here, huh?
Mm-hmm. Right here's the inserts for this.
Those look like stainless steel inserts too.
They are. They're just stainless. The boat sits down, and I like keeping it fairly even, so I kind of, that's just me. Bring them down. You don't have to reef these down, guys. Remember, this is ABS plastic, so you don't have to go gorilla tight. And there it is. That's all you have to do. Then tape the hull, of course. I can't stress that enough. Tape your hulls, or the hatch, I mean. And it's pretty easy to do. You just use this marine grade tape, or you can buy hockey tape, which works good. Or in a pinch, even duct tape will work. Just make sure it's sealed tight. And then grab my pocket knife here. Cut the excess off, and of course, using any knife, watch your hand where your hands are at, so you don't cut yourself.
We're not responsible for stitches.
Yep.
And I hope that you guys can't hear the weed eater and lawnmower off in the background. The park workers are working on our brand new park up here, keeping it pretty.
Yep. And nice thing is, when I'm running these, next thing I know, I turn around when these guys are up here. They stop working. They're like, dude, faster, faster. They love it when we come up here and run boats.
We're gonna try to get a little drone footage of this guy running too. And,
oh yeah, it's awesome.
Because we're running a little drone test on this guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this ought to be awesome footage for this. I hope we get it.
This stuff sticks pretty good. It's completely waterproof, this tape he has here.
Mm-hmm.
Ordered off Amazon, and it comes with Chinese writing on it or whatever. But
actually, I got this from
extremely
Oxidine Marine. But yeah, you can get this. Dynamite makes it. There's a few other companies that make this. It's regular marine. It's for this.
Yeah, it's kind of a rubberized, heavy plastic, almost like Viscaline feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's clear, so
I got a couple rolls of it, and I use it to tape cameras onto my drones.
oh yeah, it works great.
Yeah, it's nice and stretchy. It's got good stretch, so you can really get them tight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which I highly recommend. Take this down good, especially you got a boat that's really moving. It can be pretty detrimental if you dork your boat.
Yeah, right.
So you definitely
well, I've seen one lost right out there. About what, 5-6 months ago, anyway.
Yeah, about that. Okay, now after we get everything together, double check our electronics. Make sure everything's working, because it would kind of suck get it out there and then nothing works, and now your boat's floating away from you, and you got to figure out a way to rescue it. That's why we got Mini-Me, the jet here, just in case, and that's what that catcher is for. And we'll show that one too. That's a fun little boat.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go out and run this thing, get it going.
Okay, guys, here we go. First, thing I like to do, get a feel for the water. And it is running what's called a little wet, meaning that the boat's a little heavy. The reason why I do this is to make sure everything's working okay. Getting a little hop there until it gets up on step, and then it'll really get going. And coming around here, yes, my water cooling's working. You see in between the blackjack there, that little bit of spurt of water.
Yeah.
That's showing the water is cooling. Yeah, well, everything's working good. So I'll bring it in, and we're going to do a whole shot takeoff, meaning from dead stop to fully going, and show you what 2S is like with this boat. Like I said, it's not super fast. It's probably about 25, but
still
it
fast.
is a lot of fun. So here we go. Now we're up on plane and cooking. And remember, in turning, guys, just gentle, gentle. And with this the way it is, being I got my dual rates down, I can kind of go full throttle and ease into it. As you can see, it's a fun little boat.
Yeah, it's just a cruiser.
It's nice, it's pleasant. 3S, this boat will do about 30 if the water conditions are good, probably close to 35. There are major upgrades for this boat. I mean, a guy just did a video not too long ago. This particular boat that he fully upgraded, he was doing about 45, 50 with it, and pushing it just with the 3S. And he did a video of it with 4S system, and easy, close to 70. A 24-inch boat is crazy. And I mean, this boat's super stable in the water on 2S.
So this is sold through Horizon Hobby.
You can get it through Horizon Hobby, A-Made Hobbies, Hobby Town, but yes, it's Pro Boat and it's through Horizon Hobby. And the boat runs right now, I believe they're $225.
Wow, yeah, it's a good looking
Still,
boat.
you know, for a 24-inch boat is not bad.
Yeah, because I seen it on Amazon for about $225, but I was looking at the seller, and the seller is Horizon Hobby.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be easier just to go straight to Horizon Hobby's site to get your deals, and those guys are really good too. I've got my Dramata parts for my Dramata drones through them, and I've done some other stuff with them, rebuilding that Arma truck. They sent me that body for free for my video, which was dope. Good bunch of guys. Very knowledgeable RC.
Oh yeah, I mean, they've been in business, what, 30 years?
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Anyway. And is this wide open?
Yeah, this is wide open. Like I said, it's doing about 20, maybe 25 tops with the 2S. Like I said, it's not super fast on the 2S, but it's great. I mean, you're trying to get somebody interested into catamaran style boats. This is an awesome beginner boat, and with the 2S, because like I said, it's super stable and easy, very forgiving. On 3S though, when it really gets cooking up to 35 miles per hour, it could be a handful, even at that speed. As you can see, I mean, I got my trims out, and I'm just barely turning, guys. Just nice, gentle. And you can see the boat turning just beautifully, running off.
So let's get some drone footage of this thing and see what it looks like from the air.